Hello and welcome back. Once again, I am Sean Brown with AmericansAgainstLies.com. I wanted to follow up with my last video. I had quite a few people email me and some even call me if they knew my number, and I got a lot of mixed reactions on the comments I got. Some of the less positive ones had to do with the fact that I chose to become non-religious. When I filmed the video, I was very upset about what had taken place in the LGBT community. What makes my love, or anyone's love, worth less than that of an opposite-sex partner couple? In my experiences, most of us have known at a young age that we were different. We didn't know what made us different, we just knew. As we grew older, we learned that we were part of a community. That community was the LGBT. Depending on your age, and when you grew up, and of course where you grew up, that played a major role of when you came out of the closet. Those that stayed in the closet were forced to take on different lives. Of course, a public life. And then keep their gay lives private. I always classified my public life as my actor. At some point, you come to a fork in the road. This fork in the road is caused because of the actor. I know when I reached my road, I was upset with the world. I didn't know if I wanted to deal with it anymore or just let go. I chose to keep going. I took that moment and admitted to myself what I already knew. I was gay. I felt incredible. I felt free, or at least for that moment. The actor I had become no longer owned me. For most of us, the first step, self-acceptance. For me, I owned that day. It was February 22nd, 2000. I had just turned 22, and it changed everything. I was no longer in the closet. Shortly thereafter, my closet ceased to exist. My uncle once told me that I set up dynamite around the door and blew the closet to smithereens. So many times we are looked down upon, which makes us feel as if we are not loved. Regardless of your personal beliefs, the government that we live in is in a separation of church and state. Yes, at one point, marriage was a religious ceremony. It was adopted as a universal union to join two people in love. Something interesting that I found while searching online about what I was going to say in this video was a quote from 1963 at a general conference with Hughes B. Brown, who was the first council of the Church of Latter-day Saints from October 4th, 1963 to January 18th, 1970. Hughes B. Brown stated, "It is a moral evil for any person or group of persons to deny any human being the right to gainful employment, to full education opportunities, and to every privilege of a citizenship." He continued, "We call upon all men everywhere, both within and outside the church, to commit themselves to establishing a full civil equality for all God's children. Anything less than this defeats our high ideal of brotherhood of man." This was published in 1963 on June 7th in the New York Times. Now, how could someone like that have existed in 1960, and now that same church goes out of its way to keep the LGBT community from getting the same equal rights that everyone else has? Once again, I ask if you have any comments to send them to me. My name is to Sean.Brown@AmericansAgainstLies.com. It's right down there at the bottom of the screen. Please send me your comments. Please rate my video, so on and so forth. If you have any questions, please send them. Thanks.